I mean, and Chance, I run a blog for mental health, for anxiety mostly, because I struggle with anxiety at times. But it's called Uplifter, and I started posting blog posts a couple years back, and I remember a lot of people saying everyone's blogging, and everyone does. Blogging's been going around for 20 years. But I'll tell you what, I stuck with it. Once a week I would post, because I thought the same thing. I'm like 10, 15 years from now, though, those posts gain, when you have the right hashtags and when you optimize it the right way, 10 years from
Yeah,
now, and I write 2,000 word posts. So 2,000 word posts, like a year from now, are a lot more. The search engine picks it up a lot more than a short post. So it's
yeah,
little things like that people don't understand. They think, everyone's doing it. Yeah, but if you do it the right way, not many people stick with things the right way. They'll do it a little,
exactly.
quit.
They'll do it a little bit. They'll do it, but they won't do it the right way. And even doing it the right way is constantly changing.
Mhm.
Like what worked 2 years ago doesn't work
It's true.
right
Yep.
now, and it didn't work a year ago, but it works right now. So it consistently evolves and changes. And I just think the only way, like, anyone can do it, anyone can make it. Yeah, everyone is trying to, and it's hard. But if you are just consistent with what you're doing and you look at it objectively, like, all right, if I didn't like this topic, or if I didn't know this person, what I think this video is shit. Do I want to tell my family to go watch this video I made because it's that good? Or do I think I don't want anyone that I know to watch it? If you don't want anyone you know to watch it, or like you're not even entertained throughout it, how is anyone else going to be? And then if you're not, so like, and like you said, the 2,000 words pick up on the algorithm. If you consistently just do that over years, like, you could do it for 3 years, have no success, and then 3 years and a month go by, and boom, it takes off. And now all the ones that you've been doing over the past 3 years are getting seen as well. So it wasn't for nothing. Everything stays forever. You can get views on anything from years ago. It's just about consistently, and how you said, doing it the right way. Like, you've done it the right way. I know you put a lot of research into doing it the right way. You spent months. I think the way you did it was great. You spent months finding people you liked, finding what they did that worked, what
Yep.
was working, and just how you could do it in your own way uniquely, and consistently doing it. And that's the key. That's all you got to do.
No, that's true. And again, like you said, people don't, and I think doing it for the right reasons. And you're a big proponent of this. You have a passion for what you do. So you're not just gaming just to make money or or to be famous.
Yeah.
You're gaming because you love it. You've been doing it since you were a kid and you love it. So I think for people out there, if you're just trying to make a quick buck or trying to be famous, you're in it for the wrong reasons. And you're
Yeah.
not.
It's,
And
it's
people
going
are
to
going
be
to
too
see through your
hard.
shit. Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
too hard. People are going to see right through your shit. I mean, some people can. Very few people can make that happen. Most people have to have a legit passion for what they're doing.
Yeah. And that's because this is a job like no other. Let's just say you wanted to be the manager at McDonald's. You go get a job at McDonald's as a grill boy, whatever. It sucks. You hate it, but you know that you're on the right track. And you know that, like, it's for sure you're on the right track. You've started with social media and content creation. When it's not working, it's very hard to know that you're on the right track.
Mhm.
It's a lot of people will start doing it because I want to do it, I love it, and they start doing it. They realize it's a lot of effort, a lot of time. It's mentally taxing. Um, and there's no really gratification or like satisfaction when it's not. You don't really know, like, you're just making stuff, it's not getting tons of views. How do you know it's gonna get tons of views later? It's kind of like a never-ending tunnel that you just
Mhm.
got to keep pushing for to see the end of the light. But it's very hard to and picture that light when you just can't see anything because nothing's working. You don't really know what you're doing. And it's also hard, like a lot of people, like their peers and just people will see it, and it's like a lot of people get like cringed out by it, can't handle that, like, I'm making videos every day and they don't get any views. Like, what is everyone going to think? Like, there's so much that goes into it, and you just got to it's hard to shut all that out. Like, at least, when you're going to the job you hate at McDonald's, at least, I'm working at McDonald's. Like, and I want to be a manager at McDonald's. Like, I'm in the right place. At least, you're in the right place and you're climbing the ladder. With this, it's like, anyone can be in the right place. So how do you know you're climbing the ladder? It's really hard.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
tricky.
you can relate
Chance,
everything.
100%. I mean, I'm probably like even to some degree because I've had things that didn't blow up and I had things that blew up. So I had, not at your level, but I've had things. I got, almost
No,
50,000.
yeah,
So I've had certain things that have done pretty well, other than all organic stuff. All other things have bombed. So it's like I know what it's like on both sides. I
Yeah.
understand. Like it is embarrassing when you put yourself out there and you're getting hardly anybody to look at your stuff. And but I think that's what makes the people who that's the difference between someone who makes it and someone who doesn't, and someone who has a passion for what they do and someone who doesn't. Because you're gonna have days where your posts have, I have 5 people like some of my posts sometimes for other things I run and uplifter.
Yeah.
Other days I'll have a lot more. And sometimes people don't look at, I could tell when I publish a blog, I might have 300 people look at one and 2 look at another, so it's like,
Yeah.
you just got to put up with the day. I've realized if you could put up with criticism and put up with people, there's gonna be trolls. There's gonna be people who don't like your stuff. That's not, as I'm sure there's tons with, how big you are. If you could put up with that, and you can put up with, maybe being a little bit embarrassed once in a while in front of your family and friends, which I don't care about. That if you could do that,
Exactly.
who cares? At that point, it's like, hey, it's gravy then, because everything else
Exactly.
is, after that, it gets a lot easier.
And that's where I think the passion comes in. You just got to know that this is what you want to do and just continue to try to do it. Once, like, you only lose when you give up, right? Like, it's so
Exactly.
cliche. I've found in the last couple of years, like, of my life, all the like cliche lines are so true. They're all so true.
When you grow up and you hear it from your parents and everything, and you're like, shit,
Yeah.
it is true. Yeah.
It ends up being true. They're cliche for a reason.
I mean, even the stuff chance, and you're, a generation younger than me, so you'll even see this more in your 30s. But when like, I'm starting to learn now how important family is, and family and friends. I know you see that too, but it, even as you get older, it becomes even more apparent, because when when I was like in my teens, all like I was partying, I didn't give a shit, whatever. Now it's like, man, my family and friends, the people around me, those are the people who are going to support me and be there for the rest of my life. You can't count on all the other, all the fans you have. Obviously, it's great, but they're not the people there for you,
Exactly.
behind the scenes.
So, yeah, I've even noticed it the last couple of years, like, just like thinking about my mom, like, because I'm out in California, she's in Ohio, just thinking about damn, like, I think about like the memories I have with my mom, and I'm like, I don't have any like of recently, and I'm like, that sucks. I'm like, if anything were to happen, or just like whatever, like, I'd never forgive myself, because I just don't have any, like, I haven't been there in so long. And that's started to make me realize, like, yeah, like, you really gotta, family and friends are like everything. What else really is there at the end of the day?
It's true. It's so true. And again, I think for people who to hear that from you, especially, like, it's not all about, the money's nice, the fame, all that's all great, but it really comes down to the people around you in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
It's doing what you love and then having the right people around you. That's a huge success to anything in life.